Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking in. My name is Ronald, and today I'll share budget-friendly charcuterie and centerpiece ideas that you can use for your fall or Thanksgiving food platters.
Cool.
Let's get started. Centerpieces add another element of creativity to your food platters. My centerpiece starts with 3 inexpensive jars that I got at the dollar store. That's my 3 vases. The idea is simply to create 3 separate bouquets positioned together in the center of the food platter. You can fill the jars with anything you like. I've decided to use some peppers hanging below the display at the top.
Nice.
But you can use water or beets or anything, whatever you like in your jar. I'll also be using, of course, some kale and some different sizes of peppers. And I have some orange cauliflower that you can get in the fall. Sometimes you can get purple cauliflower. I'm using this orange one. Because part of the display is above and part is below the rim of the jars, I'll just create a simple little grid at the top of each jar with sellotape, just enough to support the weight above and without everything hanging down into the jar. Keeping things easy, I just take some floral wire and cut it into strips, wrap it around, maybe even stick it through the top of a pepper, whatever it takes to create the display that you want to create. And here we end up with 3 displays, 3 bouquets that together make one larger bouquet in the center of a platter. The idea really is just to give the platters a centerpiece width, a little bit of height and a little bit of interest without really stealing the show from the snacks and nibbles and tasty things you're going to put around the edge.
Cool.
And speaking of food, let's get this platter loaded up.
Yahoo!
We're going to start with the meats. And this is going to be a simple platter. It's really easy. It's just little bits of Black Forest ham, some chicken, and I'm just going to add some simple things. Cheeses. Today we've got some cheddar cheeses and some mozzarella. For interest's sake, of course, it always helps to cut your cheese into different shapes. Besides, for some reason, I always think it tastes more tasty when it's in a different shape. So here I'll be using blocks and cubes and angles and strips, different shapes of cheese. But there really isn't a lot. It's only just balanced across the board or around the edge of the board. Remember, when you place finger foods around the edge of your board, they're more accessible for your guests and your platter will be more inviting. I've also made up some quick little pinwheels. These are just little roll-ups with cream cheese and peppers. And when you slice them up, they look kind of nice.
Tastes like rays of
And
sunshine.
I'll be adding a few cherry tomatoes just to give it a little pop of color here and there around the board. Of course, your guests are going to be mightily impressed. However, the secret that you're going to keep to yourself is that there's not actually a lot going on here. You've only used a little bit of cheese, a few slices of ham and chicken, cold cuts, some cherry tomatoes. So it's a fairly budget-friendly platter. And no one but you needs to know that. The difference between this display and a standard meat and cheese platter is you've given it some interest, some volume, some height, a centerpiece.
Really?
And when you fill in the space underneath or around the base of the vases and behind the circle of food with crackers or different shapes of crackers or colors of crackers, you're giving the finishing touches to your work of art and your guests are going to love it. Don't forget to check out the other platter building videos I have on my channel. And if you like what you saw today, please subscribe or click the little bell for notifications or the thumbs up and give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. This platter's headed off to its party. Enjoy!